All right, good morning, everybody, or should I say, yeah, it's still morning. It's like mid-morning. It's 11 o'clock, and I just wanted to show you guys what I am getting ready to eat. This is my first meal of the day. It's a bacon cheeseburger salad. So I've got, of course, lettuce, tomato, pickles, some of the hamburger from last night. I've got bacon on there, a little bit of ranch dressing, some crispy onions, and did I say pickles? But anyway, this is going to be my brunch, I guess, and then I'll be back later on to show you my dinner. All right, everybody, it is actually fairly late. It is 9:20, okay? I have spent the majority of my Sunday in the kitchen creating spices and didn't think any of that would be very fun for you guys to watch, so I did record it. If you are interested in seeing me just create spices, let me know, and I guess I can record it for you. I just didn't think that would be fun. But I knew that I wanted to try a couple of things. Well, actually just one. I'm gonna try one tonight. And I wanted to show you guys on camera what I'm trying. So I ordered this blueberry muffin mix from a friend of mine, Keto Tara. She has just launched her small business where she does meal prep. Sorry, that's my coffee pot. I'm cleaning my coffee pot out. Where she does keto meal prep. So she has delicious low carb and keto approved meals. And she also has baked goods. So I ordered from her this blueberry muffin mix. I wanted to make it tonight so that I could have it for breakfast in the morning. I'm actually going to be tasting it for the first time tonight, making it for the first time and tasting it for the first time. So from her, I bought this, and I also bought a cornbread mix from her. I want to give that cornbread mix a try. She also sells like cheesecake, pecan pie, all keto and low carb approved. I did taste the pecan pie at the Keto Friendsgiving. Magnificent. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to leave in the description box where you can find her, a link where you can find her, and go online and order you some delicious Keto Tara treats. But for now, we're going to go ahead and give this blueberry muffin mix a try because I am going to definitely enjoy having some blueberry muffins in the morning. So let's give this one a try. So first of all, the ingredients that you have to add to the mix, so simple. We're gonna need 1/3 cup of melted butter. We're gonna need a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, which I have right here. And we're going to need 3 eggs, which I've already cracked. You know, I like to look at my eggs before I put them in. I've already cracked them and they're ready to go. And then this bag makes 12 servings. So I do have my 12 serve cupcake tin here, and I've sprayed it already with some of this Pam baking spray, this ready-made like baking spray. So I've already sprayed it, so everything is ready to go. So okay, so I've got my oven preheating at 325 degrees, and we're gonna go ahead and open the package up. And I will read the macros off to you guys once I put these in the oven. All right, so here's the package here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open. Okay, and it looks like, okay, here's the pack of blueberries right here. Set that to the side. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the muffin mix. And go ahead and add in my packaged blueberries. Those in there. All right, and it says just combine everything together. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out by adding the melted butter. That's 1/3 cup of melted butter. And then we've got our eggs here. I'll go ahead and give those a little whisk first. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in. So let's get a 1/2 cup of cream here. There we go. And I love anything that's this simple. I mean, this is it. That's all the ingredients in right there. All right. Now let's go ahead and mix this together. All right, I think that this might work better for me as opposed to the whisk, because the batter was getting caught up in the whisk, y'all. Yeah, this is so much better. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna mix this together. All right, so I've got my batter well combined. Now it's time to put them in our cupcake tins or our muffin tins, whatever you want to call them. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, let's move this over here so you can see a little bit of both. All right, and I'm just gonna use my little spoon scoop. And because the batter is a bit thick, and I'm first gonna put 1 scoop into each tin, into each cup, and we'll see how well that does. There we have it. The instructions say to bake this at 325 degrees for 25 minutes. So into the oven, these go. While the muffins are cooking, I'm gonna cut this pineapple up. I bought this, yesterday or day before yesterday. And yeah, I need to cut it up. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna show you, if you don't know how to cut a pineapple, I'm gonna show you how I cut my pineapple. But first, let me sharpen this knife. Thing I do is cut this top off. If you're doing any catering or if you're going to be putting your pineapples on a fruit tray or something like that, this top actually makes a really nice decorative piece. So this is something to think about. So cut off the top. Then from here, I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, set that side over there. Cut off my bottom. That way I have a nice flat piece to work with. And from here, this is where I go in and I take off all the rough edges. Try not to get too much of the pineapple part. Y'all, this smells so good. Pineapple is not keto at all. It's not really considered low carb because it is a rather sweet fruit, but I am gonna get me some. I'm gonna get me some pineapple, a couple slices. I'm not gonna overdo it, but I am gonna get me a few slices. It smells so good. Okay, got those pieces there. And then from here, I cut it down the center again. And then right here is where I cut out the hard part, which is the core. I just cut it at a diagonal just like that. Being sure not to get all the good stuff, but you just want the harder part out. All right? All right, and yeah, that's the hard part. And that's the good part. All right, and you can sometimes kind of see, because the color changes, you can see where the core starts and the delicious tender pineapple part begins. All right, and then from there, from here is where I cut this part in half, and then I cut it, my pineapple, into chunks, just like that. All right, and then I grab a piece and taste it because it smells so good. So perfectly sweet. My goodness. All right, guys, I'm just gonna finish chopping this up. All cut up into chunks, and I'm gonna grab me another piece. I'm gonna cover this and keep it in the refrigerator. All right, guys, I want to show you really quickly how I preserve my wooden cutting board. I get a lot of compliments about this on my channel. And a couple of people have asked me, well, what do I do to clean it? So I'm just going to show you really quickly. I was getting ready to do this, and I thought, well, let me show you guys what I do to keep my wooden cutting board clean. And this is like a wood slab cutting board. So first of all, after each use, I wipe it down extremely well with cold water. If you use hot water, if you like cut up onions and those any type of fruit or veggie that has an odor to it, that odor is going to literally stick to this wood. So I always use cold water. That always seems to get rid of the smell for me. And then I always rub it down really lightly with mineral oil. I don't use a lot of this, and it is food safe, but just a little bit of mineral oil, it helps to just preserve this wood. One thing you do not want to do not submerge your wooden cutting board in any water. Please do not. But I just rub it lightly, just like this, and I make sure it gets all over my cutting board. And I only do this to the side that I chop on. Alrighty. And I make sure there's none dripping, there's no oil stains or spots or anywhere on there. So just make sure you rub it in really well and that the wood is absorbing this oil. It helps to preserve it. I've been doing this ever since I've had this board, which has been a couple of years now, and it has stayed in perfect condition. All right, and there we have it. Perfect. All right, everyone, I just took the muffins out of the oven. I'm glad I went on and peeked in on them when I did, because there was like right at a little more than 2 minutes left and they had already browned really, really nicely. So I'm glad I took them out when I did. But guys, these smell so delicious. I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit and then I'll let you guys know how they taste. Okay, everybody, so I've got my muffin here. I let it cool for a little bit. So I'm just gonna cut into it. Y'all, these smell so good. I'm gonna cut into it and see what it looks like. Look at that, the blueberries. All right, so now I'm gonna give it a taste. All right, guys, so here it is. All right, now I'm gonna give it a taste. Oh, very hot. This is good. This is going to go great with my morning coffee. Great job, Keto Terra. Not too sweet. It doesn't taste real almondy like a lot of the keto and low carb baked goods that use almond flour. This doesn't have that almondy taste at all, but it's really good. I could use some more blueberries in here, to be honest. Because they are magnificent. But there's not a lot of sweetness to this at all. That's why it will go great with my morning coffee. So highly recommend. Again, I'll leave a link. Hold on, let me finish chewing. So guys, per serving, these are 6.8 net carbs per serving, 214 calories, 4.1 grams of fiber, 0 added sugar. And yeah, just delicious. Oh, the net carbs, I'm sorry, that was total carbs. 6.8 that's the total carbs. The net carbs are 2.7 grams of net carbs per serving. So that's magnificent. And yeah, these are delicious. I'll leave a link again below where you can go on and shop Keto Terra's site and get you some of those delicious keto goodies over there. If you do decide to get some, make sure you come back and let me know. All right, guys, so I'm gonna call it a vlog here. I've got my detox tea tonight. I'm gonna enjoy that right before bed. I've gone ahead and I let my muffins cool and I'm storing them in a Ziploc bag here, and I'm just gonna leave them sitting on the countertop, and I'm gonna have this in the morning with a nice cup of coffee. All right, guys, that is it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you enjoyed Vlogtober day number 6. I will talk to you guys in the next video, and until then, it is my prayer that you and your family have a blessed and a prosperous day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.